الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. عباد الله، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي، آمين يا رب العالمين. وعن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: لا سهم في الإسلام لمن لا صلاة له، ولا صلاة لمن لا وضوء له. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. عن عائشة رضي الله عنها مرفوعا: لا يجعل الله من له سهم في الإسلام كمن لا سهم له، وسهام الإسلام الصوم والصلاة والصدقة. صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So in this beautiful hadith of Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, we see different narrations and different books recorded, where he says that he heard Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam saying, there is no place in Islam for a person who does not pray his or her prayer. And there is no salah without wudu. That's another. So we cannot pray without wudu, because that salah will not be accepted, because there is a conditions. This goes in the rules and the regulation about the fiqh. But generally speaking, without wudu, so somebody does not have wudu and prays, so that prayer is basically nullified, because there is a conditions for the prayer we have to fulfill first, and then salah. But the first part is talking about how it's dangerous. Is there is no place for person in Islam if he or she leaves the prayer. That how severe it is. It's not light. You know, I'm busy, I'm tired, I am, you know, as we hear these excuses today, and as we know the reality, you know. When there is a calling of shaitan for some of the gatherings, everybody has a time. You know, the shoppings and here and there, even on time, you know, on the time of the prayer, that time they're choosing to go to shopping, to go here, to go there, to go coffee, something like that. It doesn't make sense. But for them it does, you know, because when you don't take care about the prayer, you don't say Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala falah, so then everything is possible. But the Prophet ﷺ is warning us. So this part of the book is talking about those dangerous things that is happening. So there's another of the narration. The Prophet ﷺ said, a person who doesn't say his prayer or does not pray his prayer shall stand before Allah while Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is angry with him. So that's basically the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why are we saying Ahdina Sirat al-Mustaqim? Guide us to the straight path. And then Sirat al-Latina an'amta. So the being on the straight path is actually ni'mah. It's mentioned that an'amta alayhi, the blessing that you bestow upon them. So that is blessing. We don't appreciate that blessing, but we, you know, appreciate something else, like something tangible, some, you know, kind of a thing. But we don't feel the guidance that is blessing. That's why some brothers, when they say, you know, how like if somebody accepted Islam, you know, how they are so serious, or much more serious than us born Muslims. Yeah, because we never taste the kufr, disbelief. We never have been in that kind of valam, or the darkness, where the people are. When you talk to those people, there is so many things said that they're confused. I recently listened to one of those whom Allah subhanahu guided, you know, and she accepted Islam through the Christianity, you know, about the Trinity, about this. You cannot ask, because if you ask about some questions and you're asking God, how can you ask these questions? Until she searched by herself, and then, you know, that we have Islam, but we never heard about it. So it's very easy, but you know, for us it's very hard. For some of the Muslims, it's very hard. Another example is when Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu anhu was stabbed by the Majus or whatever his background is. So he often, Umar ibn Khattab reminded, where he felt unconscious. Umar, it's something is. Eventually, he died from that wound, But whenever he gets back and there is a prayer, he always prays on time. It's just, because you never know when you lose your conscious, so then you don't know anything, and maybe you are missing the prayer. That's how serious they used to be. They want to die, but not, I'm dying, but I'm missing the prayer. They consider this something, one of the kabair, something big. It's big issue. And it's same thing like a food. How many times do we, at least, twice, 3 times at least minimum, not counting those in between, snacks that you're picking here and there. Where is the prayer that we feed our souls? So we need to feed our souls. So that is how prayer is important. Prophet Ali said that it's, Amududdin. The prayer is pillar of Islam. Man hadamahu faqad hadama ad-din. Whoever destroys, basically leaves, doesn't pray, neglects his prayer, forgets his prayer, that person, he destroy his deen, his religion. Because that is connection. So the prayer is important. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save and ask him to guide us and to be among those who will establish their prayer. We do pray, but we need to establish our prayer. There's huge difference, because when Quran talks about it, doesn't say pray, it says establish the prayer. It's difference there, even in the terminology. But we ask Allah subhanahu to help us and to establish our prayers, to be always conscious and to, inshallah, take care of our prayers. Amin, ya rabbil alamin. Dakle, u ovome hadisu koji je vrlo bitan u ovome poglavlju, od Ebu Hurajre radijallahu anhu se prenosi da je poslanik alejhi salatu vesselam la sahme fil islami liman la salata lahu. Kaže, nema udio u islamu onaj ko nema svoga namaza, ko ne čuva svoj namaz. Wala salata liman la vudu'a lahu. I nema namaza onaj ko klanja bez abdesta. Dakle, vrlo jednostavno. Dakle, da li ima čovjek udio u islamu ako poruši svoj namaz, ako ga ne klanja, ako ne vodi računa o svome namazu? Dakle, može biti čovjek, ne kažemo i da je on nevjernik. Dakle, i hadis ne govori o ovome da je, ali u pitanju, dakle, ima li uopšte religije, ima li uopšte vjere. Čovjek vjeruje u Allah, da li smo ubijeći, da li radimo ono što vjera, naravno, to je druga stvar. A vidimo da ljudi uzmaju olahko kad su u pitanju propisi namaza. I u ovome drugome hadisu gdje od Aiše se prenosi, dakle, kaže onaj ko nema udio, dakle, u islamu, onaj koji nema, dakle, svoga namaza, nema posta, nema ovi ostali, dakle, ruknova islama. Dakle, sve to uključuje, vidimo kad Omar ibn Khattab, kad je bio ubodan, bodežom, kad bi pao u nesvijest, da ga se osvijestio, poslije bi, kaže, čim namaz nastupi, klanio namaz. Dok su ljudi, dakle, vodili brigu o namazu. Jer namaz je stup islama, koga porušuje svoju vjeru. A koliko danas muslimani rušuje vjeru? I onda se neke stvari dešavaju, onda kažemo, u nas je uvijek neko drugi kriv, nikad nismo mi krivi. Svakog je drugi kriv, a mi nismo krivi. A hajmo započeti, evo Saba. Prije, kaže, branilo se, ne mora se klanjati, ne mora ovo. Kod brani sad živio? Evo, klanjaj sad. Što ne klanjaju ljudi? Ali ne, treba neko drugi da nešto promijeni. Neće drugo, od nas taj promijeni. Mi smo ti koji moramo biti pokretači promijeni. Molimo Gospodara svijeta nas sačuva zla i belaja, da budemo oni koji čuvati namaz, koji će uspostaviti namaze, koji će ako Bog da svoje odgajati, da klanjaju, da ibadete, da budu oni koji će činiti namaz na vrijeme. Amin. Amin. Salam alaikum.